Hello everyone and welcome back to Polybridge. Today I'm going to play Diagonal Lift by Bolt986. So I guess that we just should build a bridge that lifts diagonal. This does not look nice. Hopefully they will change that in the future. So we have more objects. We can avoid things like this because that's really ugly. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to my friend Isix. He has started a challenge that I gave him, the Zautos challenge, so he will play all the levels in the game that I have created, and he's recording them. I think I've uploaded like 3 episodes or something right now. So you probably haven't, but done it already, but you can do it now. So go and check them out, because I like watching them. I don't know if you will, but I do. Let's see if this will work. I will probably need to have something to expand, but I can contract later on to get it into the right position again. Because that will probably be the hard part. The problem is that these do not expand the same amount as these contract anymore, if you understand what I mean. And we'll probably just have something like this here. This is my prototype, so it will probably break. But I'm using most of the budget, so I guess the solution is something like this. And I definitely need split joints here, and one here, and those two should be 2s. Good. Let's see how this works. First, dump truck goes over, and nothing happens. Or nothing bad, at least. Okay. That does not look good. Let's delete this and see if it moves to the right location or something like that. Speed it up. Okay, yeah. It does not move to the right location. So if we first lift it straight up, so off, grid off, straight up, like that. Now we will have it probably at the right location. Maybe going to lift off center, like this, so it's easier to build something here. And then I'm thinking if we could move these 2 points here. This will be pretty unstable here, because I'm not lifting in the middle, or I'm lifting it unsymmetrical. And that might give us problems. Yeah. And it doesn't lift them far enough. So it only lifted to around here, and we need it to be a lot higher than that. So it's one of these levels that Bolt create, where you need to lift higher than you actually can with one hydraulic. So if we connect the bridge to a point like this one and make it swing out from that point. Let's see. And I will not use grid mode on this level. Somebody suggested that I should do a challenge where I don't use grid, but it will be on an easier level, or where I don't use grid off, because grid off makes it a lot easier. So this will push it away. If we have the same thing on this side, we'll need to, let's see, have just a triangle and have it push against that one. Okay, let's just see how it looks. It will not be stable right now, and these are not correct. It will not be stable because we have just 1 point. So I should probably fix that before. Okay, let's copy this and paste it over here. Make it all straight. And then we need to connect it. It's a shame that it doesn't have enough reach to connect over here. but this will do for now, and I will need to zoom in, move that one to the side so I can see the number, and then move it back. This will not be stable either, so move things like that. Okay. It moves it to the right direction now, but it doesn't move it far enough. It's 4 hydraulics, and I can use a diamond strut. I think somebody suggested the name strut for these in the comments. So I could use something like this. It's a bit expensive, but it can expand really far, or twice as far as a normal hydraulic, more or less. And it's not far enough. Okay, so how much bigger can I make it? A bit more. That might actually be enough. So can I attach it to a point that already exists? If we move that to the side here and just do that, now we've lowered the budget a bit. And of course these should expand. And we also need to add the thing we removed. So this thing. So we have a connection to that dot. Let's see if this works. Looks pretty good. Not far enough. Okay, so that design will probably not work. And let's delete these and these. This is definitely an expert level. And I might need some extra time to solve it off camera. So I will be back after I've gotten a nice idea on how to solve it. Okay, so I think I've made a bit of progress. So I can move it quite far. And the problem is just that it tips. But if I remember correctly, I might stop that if I have another one of these pillars on a different level. So let's see if this helps. Seems to help a lot. We have it compressed a bit too much. So let's just reduce that by changing one of the hydraulics to a steel. Okay, still too much. I will just change one at a time like this. I could fiddle around with percentages, but didn't feel like it. So now I can do something like this instead, and now I can move the steel back and forth like this to change the compression rate. It makes the bridge a lot cheaper. And I should probably move this point higher up, because when it drags like that, it's not that stable, so I need to have it up a bit more. Can probably have it something like that. And then just have it like that, and remove this one. Make it steel. So I have 2 small things compressing on the side. But the problem now is that this point here is not static. So it can break and get destroyed. It didn't get destroyed this time, so that's really, really good. But it could. And could get destroyed is not really the best. Okay. Looks like my construction is not strong enough. If I move these to the side, maybe it might be better. So let's try and delete those. Change the angle here to that one, so it's a lower angle, I think. So have it like this instead. Delete those as well, and copy this one. Copy. Just there. That is a sharp corner, so it will probably get destroyed, is my guess. We need to connect it to here. I wonder what happens if we do like that. That's probably a stupid idea. So let's do it the other way I did it before instead. It's just a little too far to me to do what I wanted to do. So what I wanted to do is just have one steel from here, but it's a bit too far. Okay. Need to change that one. It is still... What? Why did that one break? This one should have the same angle as this one. So there and there we have the same angle. This one should be on 2, 1, and this one should be a 1 as well. Let's slow it down after the car's gotten over. Okay. That one breaks. I have no idea why. It might be the angle. So I need to change it again. And yes, I think this level is really hard. Good work, Bolt. You make a lot of hard levels. Oh. Need to copy the whole thing and not just the top. Okay. That's cheaper, but it's probably not strong enough now. It's my guess at least. Delete this corner. Copy this one here. And go like that. And this should be 1. Okay, what happens? It moves to the right side. That. Why did it break? All this should have the same angle. What happens if I change the angle here? I will need to move that one then. So now the angle is changed on the lost. And how the hydraulic drags it. Okay, it breaks here. Could have it pushing up instead, but I tried that before and didn't work out that well. Because if you push up, you will need to use more hydraulics than if you drag. I hope you understand what I mean by that. I can show you. Okay. If I should push something really far, I need to build something more or less like this. If I should push it straight without building anything complicated, I need to build something like this. But if I want to drag the same distance, I just... Okay, let's delete 2 of these. I just build something like that. So it's a lot cheaper to drag things than expand them. And also, the expansion is 50% on these. So if I should build it more exact, I should do it... Let's drag this one to the middle. Like that. Like this. This here would move something the same amount as this, I think. Not 100% sure. It's hard to think when you're recording. How could I move it else? I think you should use the swing things here, because a bolt really likes those. And yeah, I think it's what you should do on this level. But I don't like this. Why is this invest display? It would just be so much better if it was just 1 away from it, so I could do a little bit better here. Let's try and do this maybe. Something like that instead. Okay, we need still the 3rd one. Let's put it in the middle here, so it's up top now instead. No, I want to move you to here instead. Delete. And have it like that. Good. And now, just drag to that one. Let's see if this works. It might. And it might not. Okay. Or this is correct, those are all in the same angle, I think. Let's play this again. Slow it down, okay. Something is weird. Oh yeah, now I moved the angle here, so I know that. So don't mention it. Okay. Let's delete that and see what happens. Okay. It didn't move it far enough. And this area here is red. But it didn't flip. So if we change the angle to that one, will that have an impact on how far it moves? Let's try it. Delete that one. Just go up and down. And see how this works. Okay, it doesn't move it far enough. Let's try something like that instead. I think this will have a lot more moving potential than the other solution. Because it can move, instead from down here to here, it can move from here to here, and that's longer. If I wanted it to be even longer, I could have it attached here. That might even be a lot better. Or actually it probably is a lot better. So let's but then it would move down at first. Bolt, why do you make hard levels? So I will think of again for a while off camera. Okay, so I got a new idea. So I noticed that instead of having it have guide rails in here, I thought of having it from this joint instead. And when I have the hydraulics at the same angle that it is here. So let's see if this works. I don't think it will. Okay, it flipped. So if we have another guide rail, exactly like this one, but to over here, that might work. And hopefully it's connected correctly. It was not. Okay, 1? Not quite sure when the numbers are overlapping like that. No, it was not 1. Okay. Let's change that back to 2. And then drag it up here so we can see it. Delete this point here. Move it downward. Add road to here. And then back in. And I moved these down instead of having them on the top, so I could easily see what I was building and didn't have them in the way. Okay. That looks better. Not perfect, but better. Okay. So now I just make them longer. Like that. I think they are approximately the same length now. Okay. Can we maybe cheat a little and use only one road or one road less? So I have one road up here because the distance between the wheels on this car is huge. So we might be able to use a road up here and make it easier that way. And of course we need to connect it to like that. Let's see if it can make it over. It could not. Let's turn this one into steel so it can move freely. Just a bit higher. Okay, almost a bit higher even. Even more. after a while this will just have the opposite effect. Yeah. So probably here maybe? Okay, let's change it so we still of course need this one to be straight here, so I need to move this and build it differently. So have grid to that point, have it as number 2, and turn off grid. Have it like this maybe? I think that will be better. And we will also need to connect it, probably like that. And this should also be connected, and it should be to 2. Good, or at least I think it's good now. Did not work. Even higher? Like that maybe? News. So I'm just testing the angle out right now. Okay, that looked bad. I wanted to... No, not like that. If the tail gets stuck... Okay. Let's go back a lot. Sorry for the sound right now, but I can't really do anything about it. Going back. Okay, good. So let's see if it works as it did before. Okay, lift this up, and this one has the wrong dot. So let's build it again. Place or select number 2. Add road like that. Add wood back here again. And see if it works better. So it lifts it too high and moves it too little. So if we make the angle steeper, it should move it more, is my feeling. So instead of having it at this angle, let's have it on a steeper angle, okay? I had it on an angle like that, I think. So maybe make an angle like that. Delete this one, copy this one here. And from that point maybe. No, not that point. I want it on a different point when I have the swivel thing on it. Okay, good. Delete this one. And copy this one here. This far back is probably too far. But just on top like that is probably good. So go up. Connect. Like this. And that one should be connected to 1, of course. And I need to reinforce this one here. Just like this should maybe work. Let's see if it works. Okay. It moved it higher up, but not as much to the side as I wanted. So let's try and make this longer. Okay, to make it longer, I need to have a split here. Like that, and I did not mean to do that. So now I can do it. This is as far as I can move it in this angle. And this is also almost as far as I can move it. So let's just try this out, and I probably need steel there as well, so I could delete those maybe. Let's just see what happens. Okay, it's too tall. Let's just see what happens if we have one hydraulic that moves it. Okay, it can't move it. Let's see what happens if we lift it from the far point. I'm just experimenting now. That was just awful. Let's place down a cable here so it can't fall down. Yeah, that's awful. Just awful. Is this better? No. It moved weirdly. So, okay, it's stuck. The cable was stuck. Wrong point. That's a big problem. Yeah, didn't work. But I think this is probably the cheapest way to have it connected like that. To lift it up, we need something that can lift it really, really far. So let's try one hydraulic here in the middle. And have a diamond from here, because as you all know, the diamonds are really, really strong. So let's just change the numbers on them there. And then build a diamond from here as well. Like this. And connect it there. I don't know why I connected it to each other like that. Okay, it tips. Okay. Connect another one. We're over budget now. And I don't want to split joint there. We're over budget. And it still doesn't move them far enough to the side. So let's change it to the side. And now I'm working with fully expanding hydraulics, and let me move it like that, or more or less fully. After I have it working, okay. Maybe it needs some reinforcing. Like that. For now. Yeah, okay. It lifts it too high. I could lower that amount by moving this joint. But the problem is the other one. The other one will be harder to do like this with. Okay. Let me see here. Is the height here? So it's 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 4. And here's it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they have the same length. So I should just connect it to here instead. So that was a mistake that I did. And I should have this one here be like that length, so in middle. And have it also connected to 1. So this have probably fixed my problem. Is I guess. As you see, it moves a lot better and it turns to the side faster because the hinges are shorter. At least that's what I'm guessing. And I need the second one as well, of course. So let's just copy this to here. I said to here. Oh, that one is in the way. I still think that's annoying. And I hope that they fix it so it can place nodes on top of other nodes, or on top of other nodes on top of beams like that. It would make it a lot easier to build and make the order you place things in not as important. Okay, that almost worked. Just lift it up a bit more. So something like that, and yeah, something like this maybe. I shouldn't have angle a bit and things like that. Okay. And it breaks. If I lift it a bit more, it might not. Probably will, but hey, let's try it. So, which one breaks is what I will look now for. Slow it down. Okay. Didn't see it, and I've misclicked here. I would like a fast key or something to slow it down, not pause it. I know we can pause it by pressing P. But having a setting in game, in options. Hello, options. Did I just crash the game? So you can't press options during simulation. New bug found. Yeah, my game is dead. But I think I would have solved this level after changing out these wood here. And the budget would probably have been better if I replaced this thing here with wood and maybe this one as well. Don't know exactly, but something like that. If you like this video, like it. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.